listening to the show a little bit before I jumped on, don't blame you at all for saying, at what point are the forwards going to get going here? I quizzed the guys around the office before I came on. I was looking at the point leaders on the Oilers, and Draisaitl leading the team makes sense. McDavid leading the team makes sense. And then you cut the leader in half to get to the third total, which is 15 points for Evan Bouchard. I guess that's fine that Bouchard's third on the team. Darnell Nurse cannot be fourth on the team in points. He just cannot be. And he can't be tied with another defenseman in Matthias Ekholm with 10 points. At some point, these guys are going to step up, though. I don't worry. I agree with you. I don't worry about Nuge. I think that the Zach Hyman 54 goal days are over, but when he's right, when he's going, you at least know what 2/3 of that first line is going to look like. The Skinner thing, that hurts because they didn't know it at the time when they were signing Jeff Skinner, but this ended up being a Jeff Skinner versus Dylan Holloway thing. And I don't know how you two feel, but as much as I love Jeff Skinner, I would rather have Dylan Holloway on this team right now. Not just because Holloway has been a better player in St. Louis than Skinner's been in Edmonton, but for feeling like less of an old team. When you're struggling and you're the Oilers right now, you can make it about, oh, well, they just have a bajillion old guys. They're the oldest team in the NHL, et cetera, et cetera. If you were doing this with some more younger players, then I think you'd feel a little bit better.
Well, and again, to go to Holloway and Skinner, like, which one had more upside this year? I weirdly think it's Skinner, because if he would have clicked with McDavid or Draisaitl, you're talking 35 plus goals, and Dylan Holloway just doesn't have that in him yet. But in the way they're using Jeff Skinner, it's on the fourth line. It's on the third line. It's in like a checking role. And it's like, okay, if that was the plan all along here, then yes, you should have just kept Dylan Holloway, because Jeff Skinner's not a third or fourth line guy. He's not good defensively. He needs to be in spots where he can score and have the puck on his stick. And that to me is where the concern sets in, because it's like, it's game 22 and they've already kind of written him off as an option in the top six. And that's not okay.
That has to be fixed at some point, I think, because I don't want him to be their Vladimir Tarasenko, where you're like, hey, remember this name? He's in the lineup, and maybe every now and then he contributes a goal as like a maybe middle sixer, but possibly bottom sixer. Jeff Skinner as a bottom sixer is an absolute nightmare for me, for you, for Jeff Skinner. He serves no role. I dare I say, he might be worth healthy scratching over playing on a fourth line, because he just, as you said, that's just not his game. I think at some point he's going to be playing with McDavid or Draisaitl regularly, although I loved the speculation on your part. Sean, our producer, was also nodding his head. Love the speculation that maybe it's a McDavid or Draisaitl doesn't like him thing.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.